Here are 4 players to sell high on in fantasy football. First, Chase Brown. Moss remains the running back to roster of the 2. If anything, Brown is a sell high option because Moss could easily regain the goal line work in future weeks. Next up is DeAndre Swift. A lot of his fantasy value came from catching 7 passes for 72 yards. Swift probably won't get this much work in the passing game most other weeks because Chicago's talent at wide receiver will earn a lot more targets. Sell high on Jauan Jennings. While Jennings' playing time was limited, that didn't stop him from catching 3 passes for 88 yards. Despite how well Jennings has been playing, it'll be hard to start him going forward due to his role. Next up is Dalton Kincaid. Kincaid was drafted in fantasy leagues because he had top 5 potential, but to this point, Knox has prevented him from playing enough to reach that potential. Lastly, sell high on Pat Freiermuth. He only has 1 week as a top 10 fantasy tight end, so it's worth moving on now since he will likely be outside of the top 10 the majority of the time once the Steelers are closer to full strength.